Hi, I am Daniel Lane, and I am doing this on my phone because my internet connection here in North Dakota is really poor, and I couldn't even upload to YouTube, so I'm gonna figure out how to do this. But 4 highlights. Number one, I like the metaphors. I'm a fan of metaphors, so that was a highlight for me. The differences of how cultures do business with the allowance of distractions. I found that pretty interesting. I thought a highlight was the discussion on empathy, the ability to kind of discern where somebody is at emotionally and what their needs are. I think that's kind of a key. I think the tolerance for ambiguity was a key and a highlight. You know, how we interpret things and trying to keep an open mind to not have our lens jade what other cultures are actually trying to do. I think as Americans sometimes we have our own lens, and when we see other cultures we're like, well, what is that? And we're seeing it through our own lens, and they have a totally different lens. So being aware of that and keeping an open mind, I think, is a really big deal. Number two, what surprised me in this chapter and why? I think what surprised me mostly was like their business practices and standards in other cultures. Like the example given where a guy had a meeting and the phone was ringing and people were coming in asking questions and he had flown there from another country. I think that to me would probably shock me if I was a businessman and I'd spent all this time and money traveling and my meetings with these folks was continually interrupted, and it would just seem unprofessional from an American standpoint. But in their country, it's not. It's normal to have those kinds of interactions and relationships. So that surprised me. Number three, what was practical and useful from this chapter that I will use in my daily life? I think the biggest thing that I'm reminding myself is I just need to keep an open mind and try not to have the American lens on that I'm wearing all the time, and try to embrace other cultures. So that's definitely what I'm going to try to do, is just keep an open mind and embrace others. 4, how exactly will I use what I have learned? Again, I think keeping an open mind is key. Not having that lens that we view other cultures through our American concepts and prejudices and all that kind of stuff, but really honoring other cultures, trying to learn from them, not going to other cultures with a superiority complex, but going there humble, open-minded, trying to learn and also offer some useful things without projecting superiority, which I know America is known for. I think staying humble and trying to learn and embrace other cultures is a really big deal. I'm over my time. I hope this video works out. Thanks.